y'all, what's going on? So, oh my God, like I don't even know where to start, y'all. Things have just been coming down stream at a cyclic rate, and I just like cannot even deal, like for real. So much is going on, but before I do anything, y'all go ahead, hit that like button for me and my channel, please, and thank you. It helps let subscribers such as yourself know that we are over here and we are live and we are giving you guys all of the content. So please go ahead, hit that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscription button as well. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these crazy occurrences that we're seeing. Literally, as soon as I get off here, I have to do another live. So that should just tell you again how crazy things are just occurring left and right. First thing we'll get into is the incident that occurred, I guess, last week, I want to say, last Monday. Yeah, Monday or Tuesday, I want to say. And that is the Grand Dame herself, unfortunately, y'all, found herself in a bit of a pickle. And by pickle, I mean this right here. Or actually, yeah, this right here. So apparently, Karen had an interesting night last week. And as you can see, based on the headline brought to us by People, Real Housewives of Potomac star Karen Huger charged with DUI following crash. I wanted to get to you guys with this news sooner, but I had a very busy weekend and I wasn't able to do so. But I just wanted to touch on the updates that we have received about this incident involving the Grand Dame. Karen Huger has been charged with the DUI and DWI because those are two separate things following a car crash in Maryland. According to court documents obtained by People, the Real Housewives of Potomac star 60 was driving her 2017 Maserati when she was stopped by the Montgomery County Police Department in Maryland at 11:50 p.m. on Tuesday. She was officially charged with driving a vehicle while impaired by alcohol and driving while under the influence of alcohol. She has a mandatory court appearance. People reached out to Huger's rep for comment. The reality star and entrepreneur is also facing charges of negligently driving a vehicle, in a careless and imprudent manner, endangering property, life, and person, as well as recklessly driving a vehicle in wanton and willful disregard for the safety of persons and property. Other charges include failure to control vehicle speed on the highway to avoid a collision, driving a vehicle in excess of reasonable and prudent speed on the highway, driving a vehicle on the highway with suspended registration, and failure to notify administration of change of address within 30 days, y'all. That is a slew of charges, and I feel like definitely two of them could have been I feel like all of them could have been avoided, obviously, but this whole driving a vehicle on the highway with suspended registration, that is just so crazy to me. That is just so crazy to me. Because, like, why didn't you, come on, Karen, why? And failure to notify, like, you moved how long ago? Like, come on. Anyway, Bravo and the Montgomery County Police Department did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. Law enforcement said the television personality crossed a median and struck multiple street signs, but was not injured at the time of the crash. Authorities also reportedly told TMZ, who was first to report the news, that Huger was allegedly driving in an aggressive manner and very fast before the collision. She was not arrested after the crash. However, she received several citations. Huger, who just recently filmed the season 8 reunion for the Bravo series with her RHOP co-stars broke her silence on the incident in a statement to TMZ. She began, "Thank you all for your prayers and well wishes during this very frightening experience. I'm still in shock from last night's incident, but grateful to be alive. With the passing of my beloved mother, grief comes and goes in waves, and with Mother's Day approaching, it has felt more like a tsunami." Huger, whose parents died within 7 months of each other in 2017, added, last night, I met a girlfriend for dinner. We talked and brought up some very emotional, sensitive topics. I was crying on my way home and saw a car heading right for me. I swerved to avoid the head-on collision, hit the divider, and then a tree. I'm hurt, bruised up a bit, but so grateful I am alive. I did receive citations, one of which was unrelated to the incident, which is understandable. But what was most surprising is that the car almost hit me, just drove away. She concluded by reminding fans to understate your emotional state before getting behind the wheel, crediting her mother, whom she called her guardian angel, and her seatbelt for saving her life. Y'all, I'm by no means trying to trivialize this incident, but I'm actually glad that I took a bit of time before jumping into talking about this, because I was able to read all the updates as they were coming. And based on, again, the headline, you already know that this was a situation that could have been 100% avoided. And furthermore, this just kind of shines light onto and kind of substantiates all of the claims and, rumors and stuff that have been circulating around Karen for years and years on the show. And also lets us know that there may be a serious underlying issue for real, that she has with alcohol. We've heard the ladies on the show bring it up numerous times. Charisse, Giselle, Robyn, like multiple women on the show have brought this up. So is it so far-fetched to think that there may be an underlying issue here? Is it so far-fetched to believe that she may need a little assistance? Because she took the bark off the tree, y'all. There's what the fuck? She knew she was sauce tossed and lost before getting into the vehicle, I want to say, but at the same time, who really knows? Because the way that alcoholism works is a lot of times people don't think sometimes that they have a problem, or they don't know, they don't know their limit, or they think that they're good or whatever. But there's something there that needs to be addressed, I feel. Hey sis, thank you. My auntie was grieving, and I'm not doing this with you today. I'm not. Hey cousin, she's admitted to having a DUI in season 4. Yes, I should also say, you guys, that this is not the first one. So what her relationship with alcohol is definitely going to be put on the forefront. And I'm almost sad for her that she wasn't able to get ahead of this story, because one, you put out that bogus statement only for us to find out later on that it didn't really potentially occur the way that you said it did. And then furthermore, they already filmed the reunion, so it's not even like you could address this head on at the reunion, nip it in the bud, and keep it moving. This is going to be a big part of next season. I'm going to say it. It's probably going to be. And unfortunately, because we cannot just shrug off this type of behavior, she needs to address it. Before I get into how she needs to address it, let me just hit this comment real quick. I think the difference between what happened currently and what them women on the show did, the women were using it to shame her and belittle her, but Karen needs help. Yeah, because do I agree with the ways in which they were using that information? 100% no. But it was founded in truth, apparently, because this is still happening up until your triple 20 age. And what I will say is that she needs to face this head on. Next season, if I was Karen, I would face it head on and lean into it by, if I'm being 100% honest, y'all, if I was her, I'd have production pick me up at rehab and be very vulnerable, be very upfront, be very transparent, and not try to continue to like spin this in your favor, because there's never going to be a time where I can at least say for myself that I'm going to excuse that type of behavior, even if it is somebody on the show that I would consider to be like my favorite person on the show. If I had to pick one, she should come into it putting everything out on the table, because nobody is going to, honestly, nobody's just going to sit by and let you get a pass for this, unfortunately, because that's what the show is all about at the end of the day. The season should open with, "Hi, my name is Karen and I'm an alcoholic." It should. I'm not even laughing at that, because this isn't a laughing matter, y'all. Someone could have lost their life. And that's probably the only thing that Karen has working in her favor with this whole thing, is that she didn't harm anybody else. Because as statistics will show you, 9 times out of 10, there's the other people involved in said incidents that usually are the ones to be heavily injured or lose their lives a lot of time. And it usually does happen in close proximity to your house. So that tells me that this is not just an isolated incident. This is probably how she gets down usually, but this is just the first time that, unfortunately, it resulted in her being approached by authorities. We have someone coming to the Surrey house to take care of my dear aunt. She had a moment of relapse, and we, the family, are helping her with care and love. Yeah, corner now. This is a serious thing, though, y'all. Like, we can't just sit here and act like this isn't almost like a cry for help, almost, I feel. I really hope that she does what she needs to be doing next season when the show returns. Hugo refused to go to the hospital or be evaluated. We're told that Karen Huger was taken into custody and transported. What? Sorry, I got a text message. We're told Karen Huger was then taken into custody and transported to a district station, with police telling us she was actually arrested and cited for DUI that evening, but wasn't booked into their jail. Instead, they tell us she was released to her husband, Ray. Aw, Ray done picked her up. Huger hasn't addressed the DUI charges yet. The only thing she mentioned to us Wednesday was a car going straight for her while she was driving. Which if there was a car, they were either trying to A, get out your way because they realized you was drunk as a skunk, or B, there was never no car and you was just drunk as a skunk. Given how the crash scene looks, Huger may actually have a guardian angel on her side, like she says. Yeah, because this could have been a lot freaking worse. Anyway, let me not say that. Because if y'all didn't know, I do have law enforcement experience, and I have seen firsthand how these things can go a lot of times. So I want her to get the help that she obviously needs and let this not occur for a third time. But honestly, that is everything I pretty much have. Reeked of booze after crash. Yeah, this is honestly everything I have on the Grand Dame. What I will roll into now, y'all, is what I first saw when I woke up this morning, which was which was Candiace Dillard-Bassett exits Real Housewives of Potomac after 6 seasons. Oh, sorry, y'all. I accidentally collapsed everything all together when I was supposed to do this. This is not a farewell, but a see you later, the drive back singer tells people. Candiace Dillard-Bassett is saying goodbye to the Real Housewives of Potomac. The singer who joined the series in season 3 tells people exclusively that she won't be returning to the reality series for its upcoming 9th season. As I embark on a new chapter of 6 remarkable years with the Real Housewives of Potomac, I am filled with gratitude for the enriching friendships, personal growth, and moments of introspection that have defined this journey. Dillard-Bassett, 37, says, with the whirlwind of new opportunities and responsibilities on my plate, I have decided to take a break from RHOP. She goes on to tease that her exit might only be temporary, noting this is not a farewell, but a see you later. The drive back songstress ends her note with a message of thanks to her fans. Your unwavering support has been my guiding light, and I look forward to the exciting adventures that lie ahead, and more importantly, sharing them all with you, she says. I will link this article below. I'll update the description box, but for now, you guys, I can say I definitely I knew somebody was exiting. Somebodies, I should say, maybe were exiting, but I can't quite say I thought or knew that it was going to be Miss Candy Girl. It's unfortunate, but I hope, oh gosh, I hope that it was because of something outside of the BS on the show. I hope that it was because hopefully, yes, she is trying to fully step into motherhood without them girls nagging and stressing her out or whatever, or to continue to embark on her musical journey or whatever. I hope it was not done because I guess what I'm trying to say is I hope she didn't give them the power to get her off the show. Obviously this was completely voluntary. Contracts haven't been going out yet, but I just hope that it was beyond just that, or it was because it was just like, child, I'm just over y'all. Like, I'm bigger than this. It is what it is. But what I can say is that I'm glad that she still left on a high note, as she would say. It's always best to leave on a high note, I feel like. And although she was approached with the BS time and time and time again this season, she was able to leave with her image still intact. Seriously though, yes, she needs to, because that was not cool. I genuinely, although I don't condone drinking and driving, I was just more so disappointed in Karen. Like, I was just disappointed. I want her to do better. I want her to be better. I want her to be operating at her best self. And clearly Miss Mama is not operating as her best self right now. So it was just kind of just devastating, honestly. I've been crying all day due to the news. I'm so sad. Yes, I did watch the replay since I came into your live late this morning, and I know that you really took this to the chest. So y'all, please pray for my cousin ranting with Ricardo during this sad times. It's going to feel a bit odd without her there. Although I can openly say I was never like some huge Candiace fan. I wasn't. But the constantly moving goalpost and the double standards and the blatant lies have really made me just go up for Candiace, because I'm always going to go with the side that is being, is at least attempting to be unbiased and objective. Hey Monique, good to see you. Yay. Love pink hearts and thumbs ups. Yes. It made me feel like, no, I don't dislike Candiace. Sometimes I don't agree with things she says. Sometimes she stresses me out, but who doesn't on the show? Who doesn't stress you out on the show? Who doesn't freaking cause issues sometimes? Like, they all do that. Who was it that said that this morning? Who was I listening to? Dang, I can't remember. But someone made mention of the fact that, yeah, maybe it was Rodney. Shout outs to Rodney DeVoice. That everybody on the cast plays a part in stuff at times, but for some reason, everybody likes to focus on the fact that this side being the Candiace and Wendy side of it all, that we always need to focus on what they do, as if not everybody on the cast does the same, as if everybody in the cast doesn't do the same thing at one time or another. It's the super mean girl shit that we can't get behind. And I honestly don't feel like Candiace has ever been on some super mean girl shit. Even in the moments where I didn't agree with her actions or her statements or whatever, she never is going to sit here and be somebody who I can say has been a blatant mean girl on the show. I don't like mean girls. I don't. Yeah, I'm just like, I get it, but I don't, but I do, but I don't, but I feel a lot of emotions about this right now, y'all. That's all I can tell you right now. It's a lot. And finally, you guys, let's move on over to, I gotta get faster with these freaking, this right here. In other news, somebody else who's allegedly not returning. Rob job. A lot of us have gambled with the whole idea whether or not Robyn would be leaving or should be leaving, or Giselle should be leaving or would be leaving. A lot of us have been like just playing chess and stuff and musical chairs with the cast members this season. I would say a lot of us have been kind of like, okay, well, I did it again. Sorry, y'all. It's just, I'm trying to keep up with all the craziness that is just transpiring today. Boom. Here we go. It's, I feel like I see maybe what they were doing, and I could be like, okay, I could kind of get behind this. I feel like first and foremost, someone like myself has always said, Giselle, get her out of here. Get her out of here. Go ahead. Goodbye. The Wicked Witch is like, bye. But maybe this will show us that maybe they're trying to show us how Giselle will be without having so much of a support system or a mouthpiece. Because if we're being 100% real right now, I found it kind of crazy how in this previous episode, this finale, how we can sit here and have Robyn say like, oh yeah, Kiana was fighting other people's battles, but every single time one of Giselle's battles is presented, I feel like Robyn jumps in there head first. So, but that's besides the point. That's not what we're here to talk about. Okay. I hope that I need some more. I need to see some more with this. Right now, again, it's alleged. We don't know 100%, but if this is what happened, I mean, it's okay, I guess. It just, I can't even believe I want to say this, but I will say a little part of me is kind of like, maybe it should have been Giselle or somebody else, because Robyn isn't so, she's a bit more digestible for me without Giselle being right there. When Giselle goes to bed early or whatever, and she's still there with the girls or whatever, she is a bit more likable. I still never 100% like her. No, don't get me wrong here, y'all. But I can digest her a lot better when Giselle's not around. And I also kind of was interested in seeing what her business is going to look like, which is just crazy that I'm saying this. But ultimately, it doesn't negate all of the wrong that she's done on this show. So ultimately, it's whatever. I'm more sad to see Candiace go, if anything. But I just need to tell you guys that apparently word on the curb is that Robyn will not be returning. Obviously, as you guys see, I got this on the Jasmine brand. Exclusively reported that Robyn Dixon is allegedly leaving the Real Housewives of Potomac. The reality star who joined the Bravo series in its debut season back in 2016 may still make appearances on the show in the future, we have learned. I'm not going to ask you guys in the chat right now because I feel like you guys are all going to say the same thing. I mean, feel free to answer, of course, but more so the people that are going to watch this on replay, would you guys want to even see everybody? Would you guys even want to see Robyn come back from time to time as a guest, or, you know, periodically or whatever? Like, or are you just like completely good with her being gone? For me, I mean, I can take it or leave it. If she pops up, she pops up. If she doesn't, I'm fine. Like, I don't have all of this great freaking amazing feelings for Robyn. I don't. She's never like endeared me or anything. And as she would say, we don't care. So whatever, right? Oh my gosh. And yeah, the news comes as Candiace Dillard-Bassett has announced her exit after 6 seasons. As it pertains to the reunion, I believe, I knew, that's why I was like, I don't even really need to ask y'all, because I feel like you guys are all going to say the same thing, because a lot of us just do not see it for Robyn around these parts. A lot of me and my faves feel the same way towards Robyn, so I don't think any of us will be crying in our pillows tonight, is what I'm trying to say, basically. The reunion, though, there's been a lot of talk that although there's not any resolutions, there's been kind of some things cleared up, and we may then, I guess, maybe see a resolution in the future. And I feel like, I guess that pertains to Wendy and Giselle, maybe, I guess, but we'll have to stick around, obviously, and wait to see that. Yeah, this is a bit odd. I was looking forward to seeing her this year at BravoCon, but Candiace, that is. But I guess that's not the case. But yeah, y'all, that's really all I have to touch on. Like I said, gonna be coming back with another live here in a few, because we found out that another individual has apparently fled, or their house got raided. It's been a lot. It's been a lot on these blogs all day, y'all. And I'm trying to keep up. I already knew I was going to be here for a while, but it seems like I'm going to be sitting in this chair with y'all a bit longer. So please be on the lookout for that live. That'll be coming up shortly. And I enjoyed bringing you guys my commentary on these topics. I think we're all officially caught up on RHOP stuff or whatever, finally. So again, please like, subscribe, comment, share, check the description box, because I will link those articles if you want to continue to read them or whatnot. I will update the description box to reflect in just a few minutes as soon as I end this live. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next one. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Bye.